Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge, I'm a Hale empath, and I just like doing these little talks on the way I feel about things. Mom and I just had a pretty cool talk I thought I'd share before it got away from me. Let's see, that's kind of bugging me, so we'll tone that down a little bit. That's better. Alright. I was thinking about pain. I said, you know, Mom, because a buddy of mine, he had a big operation today. And human bodies are very resilient, but they aren't really made to be open and closed and things like that. It causes great trauma. A lot of things cause trauma. Fear, like car accidents, abuse, freaking being bullied causes trauma. Makes an imprint. People spend a lot of time, effort, and money to cover up that imprint, but you gotta look at the imprint, heal it, get past it, rise above it. So I'm in pain a lot, physical pain. I get migraines and my spine is all, my T9, 10, and 11 are all compressed, and I've lost 1 inch and 3/4 in 3 years. Doctors at the VA say, well, when people get older, they get shorter. And I'm like, I'm 45. It doesn't happen when you're 40, whatever. Anyway, you're not earning your 6 figures because you're dumb. So, and, I've done a lot of things when I was growing up that freaking caused physical pain, We're humans and we have experience, and I used to freaking just be a little daredevil. Like, I'd slide on my bicycle on the gravel sideways to see how far I could go, and I still have pebbles in my knees from doing that, But I also learned the principles if you're ever in the motorcycle wreck to get on top of the bike. Try and do that. But anyway, if you're going to a slide, try and get on top of it. But anyway, same principle. Because we learn lessons as we go along. Trial and error. I've got the error part down a lot. Anyway, some of the other freaking hurtful things I've done. When I had my appendix out, that hurt. But like I fell 25 feet out of a tree and landed with my ankle at a 45-degree angle, and it didn't break, but it tore every tendon in there, and that freaking hurt for a long time. They only put a half cast on it. It was like a half of a cast with an ace bandage, and it freaking annoyed me after 3 days. Now I'm 15, 16. I don't got no sense in my head. I can freaking walk it off, right? Anyway, and then went on I finally had an operation. That happened when I was 15, so 74, 84, 89, that happened, and then in 2003, or 2005, right the year before I got out of the Air Force, they performed a Brostrom procedure to fix that. Anyway, pain. Back to pain. I've had, I started my cycle my period when I was a week after my 9th birthday, and I always had freaking cramps, and cysts on your, cysts, freaking, till it doesn't matter, you call it whatever you want, you're gonna stop the pain that happened every month, and then you can't complain about it, But I freaking made me miserable. Like, I freaking hated day 1 every month. I just was sick. But you can't act like it. You just gotta go on through life. You suck it up, right? Yeah. So, years of that, right? Just more pain, right? So, when I come across these times of pain, I hate freaking pain. It makes me angry. Like, when I slam my hand in a car door, it freaking pisses me off. My first thing is like, bah! And I go to, if I'm not careful, I can tell myself, how do you be so, all that stuff, but nonetheless, the times that I've been, I burned my leg, I've been, and I had to have physical therapy where they scrape all the dead skin off, and have to sit in a whirlpool and they scrape off the skin. That hurts a lot, and so, oftentimes when people reach a certain amount of pain threshold, their freaking spirits kind of just step outside their body because the vibration is too intense and oh so too much. That's why people pass out from pain, things like that. It's dissociation. You know, that's why people are like see themselves above operating stations and stuff like that. And a lot of people have you know, experience other trauma like sexual abuse and stuff like that, you know, and that causes pain, that same kind of threshold, and people, your spirits rise above you, you know, and you're kind of dissociate your person from the experience, you know. But what's happening is too many people are ignoring that, and it's creating the pattern. They're ignoring the pains, and they just keep doing things just to cover it up and to suppress alcohol, drugs, escapism, you know, relationships, whatnot, and it's not working. So the alternative is either deal with the pain and go into those hurts and heal them. And I'd recommend that as a guided tour. You know, I'm here to guide people, you know, through their pains and hurts and woes too. And you know, I've dealt with professionals. I've always had conversations with them and known them, you know, and if I feel like, okay, is this right? I'll go see a professional and be like, make sure I'm okay, because other people in my family hasn't been before, you know, and I'm good, on our way, you know, and as long as I don't keep going back to those escapism things, you know, I don't keep making the same mistakes over and over. I hate calling new ones. So, but people are having to deal with those pains, you know. And I remember just feeling, things hurt just so much that all you could do is go into the place that hurt the most and just kind of experience it. And what people do is like, they experience it and all they do is just off the cuff, real surfacey, it hurts, you know. And if things hurt for too long, then it hurts and they can't imagine, you know, and then they get so enthralled by the pain that they think that that's like their new norm. They get a line of thinking that it's like how things are just going to be. It's just going to hurt that much from here on out. And then, you know, that's how a lot of people are checking out, committing suicide, because they can't deal with that pain. Mom taught me a life lesson a long time ago when we were across Shasta Dam. You know, because I get all ambitious. Let's go walk across. And, you know, I did that a lot of things. I freaking, my trajectory was go, and then I'd lose gusto, and then, but I always had to follow through. She always made me finish when I started like that. So, walk across the dam, my little legs, you know, carrying me, and God, by about halfway, I'm just like, carry me! I don't want to do it anymore, it's not fun, I'm bored, it's hard, it's hot, blah, blah, blah. And Mom's like, you know, she's like, no, you gotta keep going, but my feet hurt, blah, 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 blah. No, keep going. And I'm like, look how far it is. She's like, don't look how far that is. Just go to that pillar right there, you know? And it's the same thing, because groups I've been around, you know, it's one day at a time. Sometimes it's freaking 10 seconds at a time. So when that pain sets in, don't think of it as your freaking new norm and that's how it's going to be forever. Pain subsides with time. It does. So get in it and experience it. Picture it dissolving. Ease it. What do you think would ease that pain? You know? Work that pain out. That's healing. When things are hurting, I used to picture the cells like actually coming back together, you know. What hurts is where it was separated, where it was cut, severed, you know. Then cells gotta be reacquainted, you know. So, a lot of people are remembering pain, they're getting triggered by all sorts of kind of things, you know. It don't matter because people are becoming more sensitive, so they're coming into their sixth sense, you know, their intuition. So the pain body, it's your spirit is remembering vibrations, because, you know, like attracts like. So something painful happens today, it's reminding people of painful things that happened to them a long, long time ago. They're remembering. People are getting the recall, you know. because it's spirit or whatever you're believing going, you gotta act different, you gotta make it right, you gotta, we set the course of our own lives with our thinking, think positive, positive thoughts only, all this stuff that they said was bullshit and woo-woo. It's true, 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 it's true, positive prayer, So I prayed my guts out today. It's been so long since I prayed that. I was like a little chant bunny at the laundromat, just like thinking about Jay getting through his operation today. And it's the hard part. Now it's the healing and stay away infections, and because anyway, but. So I just want to share that a little bit because I thought that was pretty cool. Now I'm going to go settle in and watch The Good Doctor season premiere. I identify with The Good Doctor, Sean. I'm like him. I think like him. And if he can get a date, so can I. I hope you have a right evening. Peace.